G-monad, Christos.
Is it G-monad or is it G-monad? Which one?
Good question, to be honest.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
I think everyone is like a G-monad. Yeah, that's how it's calling it.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. There's also like Gamon Hard. Have you heard that one?
Yes, that's a good one also. Thank you for being here, and I wanna ask you if you can tell me a little bit about what Kintsu is and what's your role in the Monad ecosystem.
Kintsu is a liquid staking protocol. Our main mission is to unlock the liquidity from the staked MON. So usually when people are staking the utility tokens, that liquidity gets locked away, and you need a way to unlock that liquidity to increase the capital efficiency on chain, and that's basically our job. But it's not just that. Like, you can do this very simply, but what we want to do is make sure that people can feel comfortable to stake as much of the MON as they possibly can. Because with Lido, for example, only 7 to 8% of ETH is staked with them. We'd like to get to 70 to 80% of MON staked, because that would really unlock liquidity and really drive yields for everyone in the ecosystem that uses MON as the currency, and instead using SMON as the currency.
So will you be working with your own validator, or will you have like a decentralized validator set?
We're decentralized maxis, so for us, decentralization is really key. We do not want a centralized entity choosing the validators. So our governance system will be built to not only allow everyone to have a decision in choosing who the validators are and their delegations, but it also allows for enough gamification so that the yields remain high and competitive.
The Monad testnet has just started. Is Kintsu live on the testnet right now?
We're live on testnet right now. It's just a simulated version of staking, because currently Monad testnet at this phase is not currently ready for liquid staking. But we thought it would be a good idea to go live with the UI so that the users and the community can get a feel for how Kintsu works.
Okay.
And it's been really good so far, because we actually ran a campaign. We token gated the UI. You needed an NFT to get in. We used it as a growth opportunity and ended up getting 300,000 applications. And after all the verification steps like authenticating X, Discord, wallet, email, we verified that at least 200,000 of them were legit users. And right now we're very excited because we've just opened it to the public now, and we're getting a lot of people staking their test MON.
How did you exactly verify that they are real users? Because this is a big issue in crypto. On the other hand, we need the farmers. On the other hand, they could actually build up the hype and then destroy the launch of the chain. So I'm really curious to see how you guys are handling this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's very difficult to verify humanity in general without like a KYC. So you can only go so far. I think without going so far as to KYC people, I think we've done enough to verify them enough. Through verifying their X, verifying their wallets, verifying Discord and email. And that's as much as we can do for at least the testnet phase. Down the line, you could see tools like decentralized identity and the different tools that we could utilize to verify it even further. But I think at this stage, the testnet stage, I think that was enough.
It's still early, to be honest.
Yeah.
How long do you expect the Monad testnet to? How long it will be, the testnet? How much do you expect, at least? I mean, like, do you think we're gonna have Monad TG at the end of the year?
If I was to guess, I don't know is the short answer, and I can only guess. I would guess that testnet will last at least 3 months.
At least.
And I think there will be phases for each month. I could be wrong. That's my feeling. And then maybe the earliest I could see us going to mainnet is maybe June, but it could even be pushed to August or later. I wouldn't be surprised, because I think testnet is also,
it's very important.
It's very important, but it's very important to see if everything is working okay, and if something's not working, then there's gonna have to be a roadmap to fix those issues. So I would say the earliest June, and the latest maybe Q4.
Yeah, but it also makes sense maybe to do like a soft mainnet, a stealth mainnet, to see if the key dApps are working properly, and then to make it public for everybody, and then the TG or something like that.
Exactly. You have to make sure that everything's working smoothly before you go to mainnet.
Exactly. Anything else that we should be excited about Kintsu?
With Kintsu, I think the main thing to be excited about is the ability to supercharge your MON and use it across the ecosystem. Whether that's providing it as liquidity on a DEX or providing it as collateral on a lending platform and doing some looping strategies to increase your yield, depending on your risk profile, or potentially using it on money markets to further compound those yields and automate your strategies, or even just using it on NFT marketplaces. For example, if I create an NFT collection, should I ask for people to pay in MON that earns no yield, or should I ask them to pay in SMON, which is earning yield? My argument would be pay SMON, because you'd rather hold the token that isn't basically taxing you. Holding MON on its own is like a tax. We're enabling people to not be taxed and to earn yield so that they're not diluted.
But to actually cash in the yield, you have to unwrap the SMON into MON, right?
Yep. So
which has an onboarding period of X days.
Yep, exactly.
Do you know how many days they're gonna be at this point?
It depends. It depends when you do it, because there's gonna be epochs, and it depends on where we are in the epoch.
Oh, okay.
So it really depends on that.
It's still early. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, thank you for this, Christos.
Yeah, thank you.
Good morning.
Come on hard.
Come on hard.